Hello again, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Fallout. I just finished all the Decker stuff, and we are still in the hub. Now we're going to do a little something something to Decker and betray him to the police. Now you need to be careful when you do this because if you don't have decent intelligence or charisma, the sheriff will realize that you were involved in some of the bad things. Do you come bearing gifts? So basically I'm just going to sell off all the extra stuff again. And I just want to show you kind of what the store has and where they are each time. We're also going to take out a 1,000 cap loan with the friendly lenders, and that takes a little while. So the friendly lenders are a lending company that charges you daily interest, and if you miss your payments with them, they will come to break your legs. And you can say they're a ripoff artist and they'll attack you, but I want the 1,000 free caps. So you go for ever increasingly larger amounts of caps being loaned to you. You pay off, you take out 600, pay back 600. Pay it back, take out 800, pay back 800. So right now, this is the goofiest conversation ever. Now we take out 1,000. We got 10 days. I accidentally pay off 1,000 because I clicked the wrong thing. And now we have to take out another 1,000. But it's okay because I just gave him his 1,000 right back. I was confused. And here we go. Come to take out a loan, 1,000. There we go. We now have 1,000 of the friendly lending company's money from Lorenzo, which we will not be giving back. And we're going to go to the police. As a former college student, I understand the situation with lending companies. I have a crime to report. Decker tried to hire me to kill the merchant and his wife. Oh, well, too bad you didn't show up in time, basically. And he says, let's go. Will you help us? I'll take payment and stuff. And I say, yeah, we're ready. So we go, and Decker doesn't seem all that upset at me. He's just mad at the sheriff, and I'm gonna wail on him with my sledgehammer, and the crime syndicate will die with him, which it did just now. So I'll just show you cleaning up, because this last guy has survived the entire fight. That's Kane, the guy that paid you at the door. He is very hard. So you need to be very careful of what you do with Kane. So now we get our payment. What a hell of a battle. And now I guess I'm the de facto bad guy of the hub, because I just killed Decker. I sold him out to the police after I took all of his money. Now, if you've killed Decker, you cannot take out loans from the friendly lending company because they're in league with Decker. And if I go in there, they will tell me that I'm a scumbag, basically, that they're an honest establishment. Now we're going to deal with Iguana Bob, because I participated in the seedy underworld of the city, and now it's time to clean it up. And I tell Bob that I know all about his feeding people to other people, and I make him pay. I offer him to pay me 200 hub bucks every week. He says no. I try to report him to the police. They don't listen to me. So there's only one solution. You have to take the law into your own hands. And the way we're going to do it is, well, you guessed it. Kind of like what happened with the Raider boss. Well, it's time for it to happen to Bob. You can ask for 50 caps a week, and he'll take that deal. You can stick it. I ain't paying you that much. Well, I'm sorry. I would have taken 200 caps every week, but unfortunately, some people just don't listen to reason. So we have this dynamite here, and we're gonna set it for 40, and then we're gonna pickpocket our friend Bob here, and we're gonna put the dynamite which is conveniently at the bottom of my inventory, so it takes as long to get to as possible. He doesn't detect us, and we're gonna run away. Maybe hide behind his iguana shack so that you can see the explosion this time, because we didn't get to see the raider guy get terror bombed, did we? And there he goes, his head popped off. And there's no more Iguana Bob in the world. I try to pick up the Bob bits, but there aren't really any, and there's not even any Iguana bits in the Iguana bits stand. And there's always money in the Iguana bits stand. But anyhow, we're gonna go down here and loot up all of Decker's people that I've just left in the basement, and the police apparently saw fit to just leave the bodies down here. The only people that really have anything good are Kane. Unless you're a throwing knives fan. Kane's really the guy in the black leather jacket who's over here. He has lots of goodies. He's got he has a lot of stim packs, but I made him use them all. He's got every kind of drug in the game, basically, illicit drug, and a spiked bare knuckles and 200 caps. You've also got some people with good ammo, or good guns in here that are expensive and nice to loot. For looting purposes, anyways. There's nothing in any of these containers, though, which always disappoints me. What kind of a crime syndicate is this? They don't have a safe, they don't have anything. It's just a bunch of dead people. That gun is pretty good, so we take that. Not gonna give it to Ian, though, we're just gonna sell it. You can also use the wash basins in this area, which I always thought was pretty funny. Because maybe I do need to wash the blood off my hands. But we're going to look through some more stuff. I don't think anything's here. And then my warning about tight spaces and your party members. I thought I saw something lying on the ground back in here, and now I'm stuck. So I have to run around until my party members decide to let me out. And that's probably the most annoying thing about this game, but it's not that big a deal. I thought I forgot to loot her, I already did. So now we are more or less almost done with the hub. And we are going to go investigate the missing caravans, I think probably after we deal with the lenders. Because they've got a little punishment coming to them. So I rest until healed just to take care of business. And now we're going to go deal with the lending company. They won't speak to us. I have 1,000 of their caps. And I'm also going to sledgehammer Lorenzo in the face. Because I'm not a big fan of lenders. Apparently, actually. So, and he's dead. So, there you have it. Now, his 2 guards are actually really tough. You have to be really careful about his guards here. And I'm very hurt. Dogmeat's pretty hurt. Luckily, the guard gets knocked down, and Dogmeat is mauling his ribs. I get up, and I'm gonna whack the guy that's still standing, because that's pretty scary. And it doesn't kill him, and I can't get into my inventory to get the stim packs. So I might die here. That was kind of a stupid move. And I get really lucky that that blast only hits me for 5 damage. Because I'm pretty weak as is. Watch Dogmeat and Ian and everybody do some more fighting. The interesting thing about this encounter is that the police actually won't intervene in any case unless the fighting spills out into the streets. And the reason I left this combat in the video is for that specific reason. Because you'll see some stuff. But, so that guy gets mauled to death by Dogmeat, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, he's still gonna get back up. But we're gonna sledgehammer him in the eyes while he's down, and that takes care of him. And I need to take some more stim packs. As you can see, Lorenzo's friendly lender guards are well equipped. So this is actually a pretty tough encounter. And it gets made easier by the fact that Tycho shoots me in the back. And then we're going to have our friend Ian shoot him and then shoot me for good measure. And then we're going to whack this guy upside the head. And his body will spill out into the street, which is bad. If he gets up and attacks us, the guard... Oh, and he's dead. Now, funnily enough, the police officer who just had a body fly out of a building at him and then bleed out in front of him does not think anything of it. So, unfortunately, I'm overloaded, so we have to go sell off some inventory. We have to liquidate. So here's another store I haven't shown you yet. It's just a general store. It has a bunch of general type items, as you would assume by the name. Nothing exceptional, but some various little items that you might need here and there throughout the game. And then that's a pretty... It's usually my first stop, but I was a man on a mission with that super sledge and combat armor. So we're going to pick up some more useless inventory to sell, some armor-piercing bullets for Ian, and leave the standard bullets because I don't even care anymore. And I give the armor-piercing bullets to Ian, and then we get this cool gun, take his 25 caps, leave the ammo because I don't care. Now, none of these things here have anything in them, which is unfortunate. However, there's a vault door there because it's a bank. So if you can pick the lock, then you get in there and there are lots of goodies in the vault. Unfortunately, I'm not good enough at lock picking to get the door open. Also, the electronic lockpick that you get only works on electronic doors, and this door does not count as an electronic door. I try several times to get this door open, but nothing ever comes of it. So, just straight up screwed as far as this. I'm just not good enough to open the door yet. So we'll get it someday in the future, maybe. Kind of like that locker in Junktown. We are just simply not good enough at lockpicking. And we're going to go back to the general store and dump off all these items really quickly. And then we're going to go to the other store here, which is a library. And they have books that we could sell to learn how to do different things. They also have a holodisc on water chips. It's kind of expensive, but I'm going to go ahead and buy it anyways after we get done selling some junk. I also buy some books here because some of them are helpful. And also, oddly enough, she has stim packs, which I also take. But we're also going to pick up that holodisc. That's, I think, 1,000 caps is what she wants for it. A holodisc is something that you right-click on and it adds the text to your Pip-Boy, and it puts it in status under data. And I leave this up a little bit in case you want to read the backstory to hit pause. But it tells you about the various vaults in the area. Vault 13 we know about, Vault 12 we do not, and Vault 15 we know about because we visited. So at this point, when we're looking for the water chip, we should infer that Vault 12 probably is the vault we need to go to get a new water chip, but we don't really know where that could be. Although it says it was under Bakersfield. So we ask this guy about the job he posted, which is to figure out what's happening to the caravans, and we accept. I tell this guy to tell me about the job, and I say, okay, thanks. He's not very tolerant of you, kind of gets you out. The way to go about this is to go to Beth. She's the rumor mill anyways. So we're going to ask her about the Death Claw, because that's one theory about what's happening to the caravans. Some people also think it's the Brotherhood of Steel or the Water Merchants, so I'm going to ask her about all of that. The water merchants actually have a long story. It could also be rival trade groups. But the only one that really gives you any leads is the Deathclaw. So even the first time I played this, I knew I had to go see the Deathclaw anyways, because Deathclaw, man, that sounds like such a great time. So they tell you to go back over into Old Town, which is the spot with Loxley and the bunch, and you talk to this crazy guy. And he tells you to go talk to Harold first. Harold's another talking head. He's another super famous character that you won't get to hear because my audio recording tools is junk. So you give him some money. I ask him for info on the Deathclaw. As you can see, he's different. He's a ghoul, which is someone that's been made basically immortal. If you talk to him again, he'll tell you how he became a ghoul, and it's a really great story. But this video is already 15 minutes long, so I'm not gonna put that in because it's a very long story. So if you want to know, play the game. Because it's quite a cool little story about how he became a ghoul. And it comes up repeatedly throughout, like the character that he goes with is somebody that becomes known. And so this is the Deathclaw Den. The Deathclaw is a very dangerous enemy. Probably the most dangerous one in the game we've encountered so far by far. And the key to surviving the fight with the Deathclaw is to make sure you have lots of stim packs and that you keep your... If you rely on companions, which I use them mainly to shoot down people that are running away because I can't chase after them, that the Deathclaw attacks you and not them because they will go down very quickly. I miss the Deathclaw, critically miss, and I hit myself a little bit. And we've got to use the standard cold attack, and I miss again. Now the Deathclaw, he hurts you. He dropped me for 37 points. So that's almost half my hit points. Pretty close to the amount. So we're in a little bit of danger. I knock him down too, though, which is helpful with this. A helpful bit of the Super Sledge is it gives me the opportunity to knock him off of me, send him back a bit, and heal up. Whereas with a ranged character, I would be stuck pretty much to running away because he's not going to get thrown across the floor like that. Ian shoots me in the back with a burst shot, which is very helpful. And I keep going for the Deathclaw's head and missing. There he goes, get him away from me again. The Deathclaw obviously doesn't have ranged attacks because he's a Deathclaw. So... Wow, he took a crit from Tycho. Well done, Tycho. I'm going to bash him in the eyes and miss. So we're going to take the opportunity to heal up before I get killed by this thing. And hope that the Deathclaw doesn't start going after my squishy companions. And since I know he's going to attack me, I'm just trying to get him away from those guys. Dogmeat's slowly approaching. There we go. So I knock him back quite a ways. And there, Dogmeat's going to get involved in the fight with the Deathclaw. Bravest dog in all the land. No damage, no damage. A critical hit for no damage. A serious wound is inflicted. Well done, Dogmeat. You're very annoying to the Deathclaw. So I knock him away again. And I'm going to run down because my companions are getting way too close to this thing. And if it turns on them, that'll probably kill them. So there's Dogmeat. He hit him for 4 points. And Ian drops the Deathclaw. And we level up because the Deathclaw gives you 1,000 experience points. So gonna definitely up lockpicking because it's the bane of my existence for this character. And some speech and other stuff. Now down here, if you explore further, you see a super mutant. is the leader. Now he basically, what you know from the holodisc he gives you is that they're these super mutants, and they are stealing people and turning them into mutants, and that's where the caravans have been disappearing to. So you find that out, and it's also, not such a great thing to learn about, that there are these super powerful super mutants just hiding off in the wings, abducting people. So, not the greatest thing in the world. And we tell them what we've found out, and I read the data. You can read it if you would like to by pausing. But it's essentially what I already said. Then you go talk to Butch here, and it's these big mutant guys. What? I don't know. They seem to be taking humans prisoner. Been there, killed it. And I don't know yet, but they have an outpost in the mountains. I'll have to talk to the committee. Get out, because I got stuff to do. So, then you talk to this guy, and you tell him what happened. Check this holodisc out. I got it off one of the Raider mutants. And he gives you quite a bit of money, over 1,000 caps. So that more or less finishes our time in the hub.